The natural world is full of extraordinary timing. Many plants, you see, have their own distinct schedules. They behave almost like living clocks, responding to the daily rhythm of our planet. Many flowers do not simply stay open all day long. Instead, they follow a precise pattern. Some unfurl their delicate petals to greet the morning sun. Others prefer the quiet hush of the evening, or even the deep darkness of night, to reveal their hidden beauty. This is a truly remarkable aspect of the plant kingdom, one that is often overlooked in our busy lives. These movements, though perhaps slow and imperceptible to our hurried eyes, are wonderfully precise and entirely purposeful, deeply connected to the daily cycle of our Earth. A silent, graceful dance performed by flora across every continent. It showcases an incredible sensitivity to their surrounding environment. This opening and closing of flowers is not a random event. It is a specific, carefully regulated behavior. Many different plants exhibit these daily rhythms of movement, a fascinating phenomenon that scientists sometimes term nectanasty. This behavior is often triggered by subtle changes in light intensity or shifts in temperature. One can imagine a garden as a grand stage, where different flowers perform a daily ballet, each species patiently waiting for its own unique cue to open or to close. Observing these intricate and timely patterns can teach us an immense amount about the subtle yet wonderfully complex lives of plants. It serves as a gentle yet constant reminder of the unseen activity that pulses silently through the plant world, a testament to their dynamic and responsive nature. These carefully timed movements serve crucial purposes for the plant's survival and its ability to prosper. For instance, by opening their blooms at particular times of the day, flowers can attract specific pollinators. These might be bees or butterflies, or even tiny beetles that are most active during those precise hours. Conversely, closing their petals can protect the delicate reproductive organs within. This protection might be from harsh weather conditions, such as the cold temperatures of the night, or an unexpected downpour of heavy rain. This careful timing can also act as a clever defense mechanism against unwanted visitors or nectar robbers who might damage the flower. It is an elegant strategy, meticulously refined over countless generations of evolution, ensuring the continuation of their species. Nature is simply replete with such intelligent and effective designs. The botanical world is indeed brimming with such wonders, far beyond what we might initially perceive in a casual glance. Each and every plant species on our Earth possesses its own unique set of adaptations. It has its own special behaviors for interacting with its surroundings and making the most of its environment. Learning about these floral timekeepers, these living natural chronometers, truly opens our eyes to the profound complexity and the inherent beauty that is woven into the very fabric of nature. It encourages within us a deeper appreciation for the silent, yet incredibly dynamic life forms that share our precious planet. These punctual plants, opening and closing with such regularity, are but one marvelous example of nature's boundless ingenuity and its intricate, interconnected web of life. Now let us turn our attention to a particularly charming and rather specific group of plants. These are famously known as the 11 o'clock flowers. These are special kinds of flowering plants that have earned a very distinctive and wonderfully telling name. This name itself offers a significant clue, a hint about their daily habits and their very close relationship with our sun. They are a truly delightful illustration of a plant that adheres to a remarkably precise schedule, a schedule primarily dictated by the presence and the growing intensity of sunlight. For many centuries, observant gardeners and keen nature enthusiasts have noted this punctual behavior, this timely unfurling, leading to their descriptive and quite memorable moniker. The reason for the intriguing name 11 o'clock flower is, in fact, quite straightforward and beautifully descriptive of its habit. These particular plants typically begin to unfurl their vibrant petals around 11 in the morning. This specific time is usually when the sun has climbed quite high into the sky, and its golden rays are becoming notably strong and direct. The consistency of this floral alarm clock is quite remarkable to witness, making these plants living indicators of the late morning sun in any garden they grace. This precise timing of their blooming, this daily appointment with the sun, is a defining characteristic that sets them apart and makes them a subject of enduring fascination for all who encounter them. When these 11 o'clock flowers do decide to open, they present a truly cheerful and uplifting sight. Their petals are often quite delicate and soft to the touch, yet they unfurl with a certain grace to reveal an array of stunningly vibrant colors. You might see them in brilliant sunny shades of yellow, or perhaps fiery oranges that mimic the sunset. They can also appear in passionate pinks, deep crimsons, or even the purest white. These glorious hues bring an instant splash of joy and considerable vivacity to any garden bed, rockery, or natural landscape, where they choose to grow and flourish. Their inherent beauty is significantly enhanced by this punctual and wonderfully predictable daily display, a burst of vivid color timed perfectly with the sun's ascent in the sky. While the individual flowers themselves might be relatively small in size, they often compensate by growing in dense clusters or bountiful groups. This habit of growing closely together means that when they all decide to open around the same late morning hour, they create a truly magnificent and undeniably eye-catching spectacle. Their collective blooming can transform a simple patch of green foliage into a living carpet of vivid, shimmering color. Gardeners and all lovers of nature deeply appreciate these plants, not only for their obvious beauty, but also for this predictable and utterly charming display of what can only be described as solar worship. It is a daily, silent celebration of the sun's life-giving power and its profound, unwavering influence on all living things on Earth. A splendid and widely recognized example of an 11 o'clock flower is the plant known to many as Portulaca. Many keen gardeners will undoubtedly be familiar with this delightful and resilient species. It often goes by other common names as well, such as moss rose or sun rose, or even, in some places, purslane, depending on the specific variety and the region in which it is found. These alternative names, particularly the evocative sun rose, also beautifully hint at its profound affinity for bright sunlight and comforting warmth. Portulaca is an extremely popular choice for those sunny, well-drained spots in gardens across many different parts of the world, cherished for its remarkable hardiness and its dazzling, reliable floral performance. Portulaca plants typically feature rather succulent, somewhat fleshy leaves. These specialized leaves help them to conserve precious water, a useful adaptation for thriving in sunny and often dry conditions where other plants might struggle. Their flowers are usually charmingly cup-shaped and boast an impressive spectrum of bright, almost jewel-like colors, ranging from delicate pastels to intensely saturated shades. True to their well-earned reputation, these charming flowers reliably open wide in the late morning, usually right around that magical 11 o'clock hour, as if by appointment. They choose to showcase their full glory, their complete splendor, when the sunlight is at its most intense and direct. The plant itself is often low-growing and can spread quite effectively, forming a vibrant, colorful mat over the ground, a true feast for the eyes. The fascinating mechanism that governs the opening of these cheerful flowers is directly and intimately linked to the sun's presence and its strength. The petals of the Portulaca, and indeed other similar 11 o'clock flowers, unfurl fully and completely only when they are bathed in strong, direct sunlight. It is the pervasive warmth and the sheer intensity of the solar rays that act as the primary trigger for this beautiful and timely response. This is not a mere coincidence, not a random act. It is a direct physiological reaction to the available solar energy, a resource that is absolutely vital for the plant's various life processes, including photosynthesis. This specific timing also cleverly ensures they are open and inviting when their preferred pollinators are most active and abundant. And just as faithfully as they open to greet the strong sun, these flowers also close with the fading light. As the day draws inevitably to a close, and the sun begins its slow descent towards the western horizon, casting long, cool shadows across the land, the delicate petals of the 11 o'clock flowers start to gently fold inwards. They remain securely closed throughout the cool of the evening and the deep darkness of the night. This precise closing action serves a protective purpose. It shields their delicate reproductive structures from moisture, such as dew, or from the nocturnal chill. It also helps the plant to conserve precious energy. This precise and unvarying cycle of opening and closing repeats itself day after day, a loyal and unwavering adherence to the sun's majestic journey across our sky. Scientists and dedicated botanists have long pondered the reasons why these particular flowers exhibit such remarkably precise timing in their daily blooming. They believe, with good evidence, that it is a very clever and highly effective evolutionary strategy. By choosing to open their blooms around the 11 a.m. mark, the flower ensures that it is fully exposed and receptive when sunlight is typically at its peak intensity for that part of the day. This strong, direct sunlight provides multiple significant benefits for the plant. It could be absolutely crucial for optimizing the process of photosynthesis, not just in the leaves, but perhaps even in the floral parts themselves. Or perhaps the increased warmth directly aids in the maturation or the effective dispersal of pollen, preparing it perfectly for visiting insects. The considerable benefits of this late morning blooming extend even further than just light exposure. Maximum sunlight at this time is not only beneficial for the plant's energy production through photosynthesis, but it also very often coincides with the peak activity hours for many important pollinating insects. Creatures such as industrious bees and certain types of graceful butterflies are often most active, flitting from flower to flower during the warmest, sunniest part of the day. Therefore, by opening its inviting blooms precisely when these crucial partners are out in force and foraging, the 11 o'clock flower significantly increases its chances of successful pollination. This meticulous, genetically programmed timing is a finely tuned adaptation that demonstrably boosts the plant's reproductive success and helps to ensure that its lineage continues into future generations. Is it not truly astonishing, when one stops to consider it, how plants, often perceived as simple, static organisms, possess these intricate, built-in biological clocks? They respond to the subtle, often imperceptible cues of their environment. The changing arc of the sun across the sky, the minute shifts in ambient temperature, in such wonderfully complex and highly adaptive ways. Each and every plant species on our diverse planet has, over vast eons, evolved its own unique and specialized set of strategies. These strategies enable it not just to survive the challenges it faces, but to truly thrive in its particular ecological niche. The humble, yet radiant 11 o'clock flower with its punctual daily solar display serves as a beautiful and readily observable example of this profound natural intelligence, elegantly demonstrating the deep and unbreakable interconnectedness of all life with the fundamental rhythms of our planet. Observing these seemingly simple, yet in reality deeply profound, natural phenomena invariably fills us with a distinct sense of awe and a deep-seated wonder. It serves as a poignant and timely reminder that there is an almost infinite amount to discover, to learn from, and to appreciate in the vast and magnificent theater of the natural world that surrounds us every single day of our lives. The unassuming 11 o'clock flower, in its faithful daily ritual of opening to the sun and closing as dusk approaches, teaches us valuable lessons. It speaks of precision, of profound adaptation, and of the enduring life-sustaining power of our star, the sun. Nature's designs are indeed truly remarkable, always deserving of our keenest attention, our patient observation, and our deepest respect for their elegant efficiency and timeless beauty.